Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Welcome along to round number 6. Few Streamlabs problems, as always. So we're running a wee bit late, the guys and gals. Already well underway for qualifying. It is Wednesday night. It can mean only one thing, of course. It is the Spring Sprint Series. And this week, it's the final round. That's right. There's Harry in the chat. My favourite track. Excellent. I love this track as well. Very, very, very good track indeed. 21 drivers out on track for this one. Here's a quick look at the stand-ins. We will get that up in the corner of the live screen so we can see the qualifying happening. Unsurprisingly, let's look at Tamanari leading the way, 276 points with Patrick Lipka close in behind him, 244. Leon Seeley finally bagged that win last week. Well done again, Leon. Finds himself third in the championship. Ilko Busink, has the points changed? They were both on 211 earlier. Why has that changed? But Ilko Busink is fourth. 204, Joe Boyle, Mr. Linksay, in fifth with 202 points. Liam Page in sixth. In fact, let's do Liam Page in sixth, definitely out the hunt at the moment. The top five drivers all still within a shout mathematically of winning. Sorry, the top three all mathematically can still win the championship. Ilko and Joe Boyle just that little bit too far away with 50 points up for grabs for a win. Milton Thomas and Dennis, Jack Thorburn, Rudy Philmatter, 11th, 12th and 13th. Michael Filipiak in there as well. Matthias Kadzelia down in 16th. Quite the surprise this season that's been. As I say, we are here for Misano and it's a 60-minute affair tonight. As you can see, already got times up on the board. 2/3 of the way through qualifying, and it is Petricini that finds himself top of the board and just jumping into the door. No, he's not there, he is there. In the Bentley with a 1:33.0. Very quick indeed. 3/10 against Patrick Lipka, second in the championship, currently second in qualifying. That's almost an Iron Brew livery, so mad points for that. Alfie Barron, one of the ERS drivers. He's actually much further down the table. I did think he was due for a big result this season. I expected him to get quite a few, in fact. But he finds himself well down the order. So far down, in fact, I can't even find him. Why is Alfie Barron not on the charts? Okay, I'm sure we'll find out from Simon at some point in time. But yeah, Alfie Barn currently in third. There's Matthias Kadzelia. I did mention him in the warm-up. A few out of character results so far this season. Finds himself in fourth. There's Leon Seeley. He's been on the podium more often. Been on pole position even more often and not. Really is very, very quick in that Porsche. Finds himself within half a second at the moment. Alex Phillips in 16th, Joe Boyle in 15th, Liam Page with just ahead of Mustafa Ranjbar. In SOP Ferrari, there's Liam there. Look at Tavanari, championship leader, currently in 12th in the Lexus, a full second off the pace. So he's still got a lot to do. That is horrendously loud, sorry. Wow. I'm coming along with the game. Yeah, I don't know why that suddenly got so loud. I'll turn the game up a bit. How's that? That's better. Ace McCaw, good evening. Finally something great to see again. Hey, love to hear it. Love to hear it. Oh, and the mic stand's wobbling. Excellent. But I hope you guys can hear everything okay. Everybody's here, and yeah, the visuals should be pretty good. I've left it 10 out. No, if not, excellent. So we'll still be getting lots of viewers. Superb. Yeah, so I was having a run down the sheets, as I mentioned. Liam Page in 14th, just behind Luca Tavinari in 13th. Jack Thorburn. Joe Boyle's gone quicker, he's up to 11th. Yoko Busek, 4th in the championship, 2 points ahead of Linksay and 2 places ahead. Petricini's gone sub 33, so he's showing no sign of abating. Jack, Mr. Jack West Ham in the Honda, he's got some time in his pocket. Excuse me. Not a lot at the moment, but there is some points there to be taken by the look of it. Thomas Lajoli as well for the R Motorsport team in the Aston Martin. He's got a bit of time in his pocket as well. This could see him steal a little place or two. Other than that, it is Ilko Busink who is finding some time around the course. Jack West Ham is up as well. How's everybody in the chat, by the way? How was everyone's weekend? What did you all get up to? Anything exciting? What have you been doing today? It is Wednesday. Happy hump day. We're halfway there, people. Hurrah! So, yeah, very nearly there. Let me do that. Oh, no, that's that. Oops. There's wires every place. We're still on board with Ilko. He is still making up a bit of time then. Only the 2:10s at the moment. But that would see him jump right into there, right in the midst of 6th, 7th and 8th. Not much separating Lipka and Barn at the moment. Kazelia only 2:10s behind, Sealy a 10th behind, so throwing his hat into the ring. Joe Boyle's got a bit of time as well, only a 10th though. So these drivers really are going to need to find something special. Ilko up to 8th. So he has gone quicker and he is going to start this lap very quickly. Try and carry as much speed from that last lap right the way through. Do love the rookie wants to look. No, he's pulled over. He has pulled over. That's enough for Ilko at the moment. So it's Leon's turn to light up the sectors green, and Christian Romano. Let us most definitely not forget Mr. Kronidix. Showed some excellent pace this season. In fact, always shows excellent pace in the car. Oh, no, and just as we say that, he pulls over. He's going to join Boyle, Busink, Jones and Rogers in the pits. Luke Rogers, a Butler pal, and Chris Jones of Simpact Racing. Yeah, 20th and 21st at the moment. I'm not sure if that's perhaps a quali ban, actually. I'm only automatically thinking that because he's not set a time at all. There's Joe just going back out from the pits. Jonathan Reed's popped himself in the top 10, so has Thomas Morant. I did wonder if he'd be there or thereabouts in the McLaren. And yes, I know the Porsche isn't a very strong car here. It's not supposed to be a very strong car here at Misano, but Sealy punching once again. Morant's carried some time. Tavinari's on a lap, so is Liam Page. So yeah, they're all looking very quick indeed. Oh yeah, there's going to be this clean up as well. There we go. Yes. Perfect, there we go. So we've got that working as well. Let me just do some of this. 3 minutes left to go of qualifying. So yeah, still plenty of time for a lap or two for the drivers. Morant and Phillips at the moment as well. Got a bit of time in his pocket, but he's going to need a lot of time in his pocket. Oh, Morant, the penultimate corner. And that is straight into the wall and back into the pits. So it's Leon Sealy crossing the line. Goes quicker, ever so slightly. Fourth place still. Patrick Lipka was temporarily green there, just in a bit of flash of green. Tavanari carrying a 10th as well. He definitely can't get too complacent up at the front, not that I'm suggesting he would. But he really needs to get as solid a result as possible. It's a 32-point gap that he's got over Lipka. The scoring, of course, 50 points for the win, 45 for second, then 40, then 35, then 30 for the top 5, and then for 6 it's 28 points, 26, 24, 22. So it's down 5 points a time from first through to 5th, and then down 2 points from 6th down to 15th. So Tavanari at the moment is just winning the championship by 2 points if the race was to finish like this. In fact, it would be all square. Wow. It would be all square. If the race finished the way we're qualifying... Oh no, I wouldn't, sorry, we'd win because Lipka's not first, Petrocini. I should just stick to the commentator and let clever people with calculators do maths in the background. I've got a tendency to open my mouth and get things wrong. Speaking of which, here's Joe Boyle on track. Hopefully nobody listens to me about the pit stops this time. I'm not even talking about them. So please don't ask. There might be mandatory pit stops, there might not. But the drivers, they will know. But yeah, no, there is. There is a mandatory pit stop. So it's a 60-minute round. And it's one mandatory stop for tyres and fuel. So we must take on board both. It is the last round, so the drivers should have this well drilled into their heads. There is the Bentley Boyle. Yeah, very, very... Ooh, he's just missed the brakes ever so slightly there. Curse of the commentator, perhaps. Let's have a look and see who is currently looking like they might improve their position. Nowhere near enough. Oh, Jack Thorburn. Oh, wow, he was really on a lap there. That was actually probably going to trouble pole position at the moment. Leon really needs a fly in sector 3. Looks okay so far. This could see him improve his position slightly. It's not going to bother P1 though. Could put him on the front row of the grid. Oh, I think he's going to do an absolutely identical time. Oh, he's gone 200 quicker. So there was an improvement, not enough to improve on his positions. Chris Jones could make... Oh, sorry, that's something in the Discord from the other league. The Silvers are racing at the moment as well. Now, it looks like there's been some issues with DQ there, but Sander Bazo's got a lap. Chris Jones is out on track. So is Patrick Lipka. Jones is the only one that's got any time in his pocket. Lipka, oh, it's well down. I think he's gone off track. Let's see what Jones can do. Bobbing through the last couple of corners. He's been unlucky with incidents, says Chris Jones. He certainly showed some serious pace when he's been unleashed. Oh, using every millimetre of the curb there. And well worth it. That's 3 or 4 tenths. Oh, did it not count? Oh, it didn't count. Ilko Busink is going across the line. No improvement. Stop typing in my game chat, people. You're making my stream look pretty. But yes, there is a stream this evening. Liam with his smiles. Love to see it. So it's Petrocini who takes top spot by a comfortable margin as well. The only driver to do sub 1 minute 33. 4 tenths ahead of Lipka. And to put that in perspective, there is 100 separating Lipka and Barn, and half a tenth separated Barn and Sealy. A tenth between Sealy and Cadzelia, a tenth between Cadzelia and Morant, less than a tenth between Morant and Thorburn. So it's all very close. The top 10 within 8/10ths of the lead. The top 15 within a second of the lead. So very, very close. But Petricini, what a qualifying session he's put in that Bentley. There is a ding-a-ling in the ear. Hi, everyone. Come on, Leon Sealy. Yes. Rashid Asar. Rashid ASR. Rashida, give me a, if you don't mind, chuck a pronunciation just so I don't butcher that name too badly. I do apologise. We've got 2 follows. Brian Bond. Good evening. The name's Bond. Brian Bond. I'm not even sorry for that joke. I'm a huge James Bond fan. We've got another follow as well. We've got Ben Nergard. Thank you very much for the follow. And wow. RSTG. Clem Gergo. Wow, no. Clem, I do apologise for the... if you could definitely chuck a pronunciation in the chat for that. If you could RSGT Clem? Clem Gergo. I don't get that surname though. Is that... Yeah, we'll work on that. Or at least I'll try and work on that. As I say, it is... the final round here is the stand-ins, slightly off-centre because Streamlabs just does what it wants to do when it wants to do it, and apparently that's just the way it's got to be. It's look at Tavanari leading the way. Wow, we've got a subscription as well. Oh, look at Tavanari. Hey, look at with the prime. Thank you very much. Look at tonight is going to be very, very, very tough. As it stands at the moment, it's squeaky bum time, my good man. I think we would say north of the border here in Scotland. Not that you're down in England, but yeah, up here in Scotland, we would definitely be calling that the old squeaky bum time, given how close it is. In fact, I should be doing... Yeah, so there is the top of the board. Haha, let me... Do-do-be-do-be. Yeah, this is me thinking out loud, by the way. So yes, there we go. We've got the stand-ins there. It is Tavanari. Ah, don't move.
Seconds.
Wow, technology really will try. Yuki! Good morning, my favourite island boy.
10 seconds.
How much of a compliment am I actually thinking that is? Yuki, good to see you. Thank you for popping in. Let's have a look at what we are dealing with. The drivers are about to start. We'll take the championship off the screen. And here indeed we go. We're going to take the formation lap here at Misano. 21 cars starting the last race of the season. And what a race it is going to be. Championship leader qualifying down in 11th position. Who'd have thunk it? It's going to be quite the battle. Matteo Petricini with a blistering qualifying time. Lipka, Barn, Sealy, Canzelia, all very close time-wise. Thomas Morant with a great time there as well. Jack Thorburn making it 2 members of ERS inside. What's that going? There it is. Inside the top 10. Their teammate, Christian Romano, doing 14th. In the Audi for this one. Luke Rogers with no time set, so that's either a time thing or a quality ban, perhaps. But it's going to be Petricini. It's a 1 hour race, the old 60-minute. Cannot beat it. Don't forget that didn't get any pronunciations in the chat. Again, apologies if I did butcher anyone's name. But thank you once again, Brian Bond, Ben Nergard, and RSGT Clem for the follows, and of course Luca for the subscription. Here we go along the Corvone. There's a lot of people may consider this to be an overtaken spot. Definitely isn't. But it's going to be. On. There we go. Nearly working. Are nearly working. Relatively young circuit, 1972. Hey, Kamler. Is that Kamler? I need to get my glasses on. Kamler, hello. Good evening. Let's go. Yeah, a lot of hype for tonight's race. A lot of quick guys and gals out on track. And yeah, the qualifying times are being set pretty otherworldly compared to anything I can set. But we will see a champion crowned this evening. Hey, JW, how you doing? Automod held a messes for reason. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jay, I'm not sure what that is. If that's is that a misspelling, bud? What's going on? JW, hello.
Green light, go.
I've got a thing on Kamler. Why is that not popping up in chat? Kamler, thank you in the chat. And there we go, it's a green light. And we're away straight into turn one. It's 3 wide. Everyone should make it through. This is the top tier, and they do. The SOP BMW, sorry, right back up the middle. And that is, I believe. Now look at Tavanari, it's just been crowded out. He's got Joe Boyle just looking over a move up the inside. It's all very busy in there. And that is the Mercedes making his way through. That's Chris Fielder just in the background there. Patrick Lipke will jumped on board, but for some reason that wasn't who I was trying to aim for. It was Chris Fielder in the Mercedes. Tropic Rock. There he is there. We've got Boyle and Romano just ahead of him. Boyle just in front on the outside line. So he's going to have the better run than the Audi. Although the Audi holds the line absolutely magnificently. Very, very close stuff indeed. Oh, Thomas Morant nearly gets a Honda, but manages to avoid the Ilko Busick trying to go round the outside. And we've seen him in a Honda before. He's now taken on the Honda in the Audi. Flat out run in the right hand as we've seen them all very quickly. Making their way through onto Corvone at absolutely top speeds there as Lipka still leading the way though with oh no, sorry, what's happened there? Lipka's taking the lead. Oh, now it won't let me rewind to the minute. There we go. So I did miss the overtake there. For some reason, the replay tool not catching up. Tell you what, let's get rid of this. So I'm having some problems with it. Hopefully you guys have got game sound again. Yes, here you do. Okay, Patrick Lipka is in the lead of the race. Hi John, yeah, I thought that's what it was you were trying to say there, JW. That was really weird that came out. Candler, action in 1 second. Lipka is too fast. Yeah, Lipka is very quick indeed. He's put pole position, Petruccini right in his place. Alfie Barn up into third then with Leon Seeley sitting in fourth. Kadzalia up into fifth. Morant, Busink 6 and 7. Jack Bestham, Mr. Thorburn himself in 8th. Liam Page in 9th. Tavanari has made it up in place. He is in 10th. Jonathan Reed in 11th. Joe Boyle, fellow Bentley driver. Yep, Reed is in the Bentley as well. He's in 12th. Romano in 13th. Amir Kashikaris in the Ferrari. 14th position. Luke Rogers, excuse me, has made up to 15th position after starting from the back, so he is absolutely flying. Chris Fielder, 16th, Mustafa Ransbar, 17th, Sander Basso, and 18th, Chris Jones and Thomas Lajoli. 19th and 20th, and Alex Phillips down at the back of the grid. Petricini not letting this one go by any means. Let's see if we can get some cool bonnet cam action. There we go. Go Simulation Esports says Krupek, greetings, good evening, good evening, good evening. And Nico San, let's go Lajoli. Yep, there he is there. Embroiled in a battle there with Sandor Bazo and Chris Jones, the Simpac Racing team. We're going to keep an eye on these drivers up here though. As you can see, coming along Corvone, or onto Corvone, it is still the Mercedes leading the Bentley. Alfie Barn in the background. He's going to have some defending to do shortly by the look of it. Ilko Busek embroiled in a battle as well there. Thomas Barant, driver, just ahead of him. Tamanari trying to get his way past Liam Page. I think 10th might just be good enough for Luca tonight. If he does finish here, it could wrap up the championship by literally a point or two. Although with Lipkin now leading, it's certainly going to... I did say this was going to be another one that was going to come right down to the final flag. Is he going to have a look up the inside? No, he backed right out of that one there. Lipka straight across, closes the door, says no thank you, I'm going to hold on to this one for the foreseeable future. And we've got Jonathan Reed coming into the pitch along with that's sorry looking out here unfortunately for Christian Romano. Looks like he's had a bit of a dent there, that is for sure. Petricini and Lipka, sorry we can't take our eyes off this, but he's going to have a look up the inside, and again not quite finding the room. Lipka absolutely stout in his defence. Love to see it and love to hear it as well. The engine noises. I know I don't use this camera a lot because it's terrible, but you've got to love the noise that engine makes. You absolutely do. In fact, we can... sounds totally different on the spoiler cam. And we're getting... yeah, sorry, the graphics on that. But yeah, phenomenal noise that thing makes. Absolutely gratuitous. There's the Bentley, sounds not too bad as well, but nowhere near as good as the Mercedes. Reed and Romano then still in the pits, and the lead pack are just coming round. One of them is moving, it is Reed. Now he's on his way out, so he's going to come right back out in traffic. One of the quickest drivers on track as well, so it's going to be interesting. There he is in the background. Whoa, the Bentley taking the direct approach there. Really relying on its brakes. The AMG using the width of the track the way it was intended. And it is still ridiculously close between these two. Petricini applying all the pressure while Alfie Barn all this time is closing in on the two drivers ahead. Oh yeah, there we go, tight onto that apex again. Look at the Bentley, just looking for every single millimetre he could possibly try and squeeze out of that Bentley, try and find a way past the Mercedes up in first place. But Lipka knows if he has any chance of winning this championship, first place is where he needs to be, and that is exactly where he is. He has at the moment, he is 32 points behind Luca Tavanari. If the race finished as is, he would score 30 points more than Luca. So I was right, if it stays as is, Luca wins the championship by 2 points. But Lipka is doing, like I say, he's doing what he needs to do. He needs to get out in front, he needs to hold it, and it's a whole testament to his nerve as well, because he is putting in flying laps. Qualified in second position and on the opening lap took the lead of the race. 5 laps in, still there, we're still on board with Alfie Barn watching the battle for the lead up at the front. Look at Tamanari trying to get one over on Liam Page as well, actually. He definitely could do with a bit of a safety blanket, and not to help matters out, We've got Joe Boyle closing in, of course, Mr. Linksy himself, Mustafa Ransbar, Chris Fielder, that's Tropic Rot, of course. They are looking for some overtakes, and Luke Rogers making his way through the field, now in 13th position. Oh, look at that, Tropic Rot, what a move, he robs. He's got himself a place there as well, actually. He snuck himself a nice... Oh, that was Jonathan Reed who's out of position. Okay, yeah, no, that wasn't a double overtake. That's Jonathan Reed in the Bentley who's come out of the pits himself. Christian Romano both taking the pit stop. Sandor Bazo has seen fit to leave the... Oh, he was in the pits. Oh, he's disconnected from the pits. Brutal. That's a shame. So it is Joe Boyle still in 11th. Canzelia on fire. Yeah, Canzelia is on fire this week. I've been expecting big results from him this season because I know he is very, very quick. We've seen him here on SOP shores before, and he's always done fantastically well. But yeah, no surprise to me that he is where he is. I tell you what, you want to talk about a battle. Pace, Tavanari and Boyle. Three names that will definitely get it done. As has been mentioned as well, Seeley, Canzelia and Thomas Morant having themselves a proper little go as well, and Chris Fielder and Mustafa Ransbar, they're definitely not done trading paint. Oh, that's a lot of dust kicked up from the Mercedes. He's going to struggle to keep it between the mayo and the mustard. He does. The Ferrari will surely pounce into turn one, pops out the slipstream. Oh, that was a half-assed move there. He should have really stuck with that one. Definitely could have made that move stick. Joe Boyle eyeing up the competition. That competition is Tavanari and Page just ahead. Canzelia still trying to get his way past Liam Seeley while defending from Thomas Morant. We saw Thomas have a great run in qualifying, and I'm telling you, he could have been pole position. He was a good 6 or 7 tenths up on his lap when he binned his last qualifying lap. So Thomas Morant is definitely one to keep an eye on around this track, and at the moment it's Matheus Canzelia who is absolutely having to keep all his eyes on him because he is all over the back of him. You can see Canzelia up at the front. Seeley enjoying the gap, the battle going on behind him is giving him just that little tiny bit of breathing space. He's nice and clear in and out the braking and acceleration zones, which is definitely a bonus. In a race like this, of course, Leon as well looking to maintain third in the championship where he sits at the moment. Lipka doing all the running at the moment. There's only 13 points between Lipka and Seeley. That is definitely going to extend, that is for sure. Or at least if it stays like this. Tavanari on Page, it's still very close. Oh, and he's got it done, and so has Linksy. Linksy's gotten through there as well. Oh yeah, round the outside. Oh, Linksy just having a bit of a wiggle there to avoid the contact. Oh, and look, it pops it up the inside. Joe Boyle follows him through. Oh, the BMW has a wiggle. Tries to fight back, not to be. So Page losing 2 positions there. Tavanari now in the comfort zone. Boyle got Liam Page all over the back of him, going round the outside of turn 1. It's not got the apex for turn 2 though. Boyle certainly does that. So Page drops down 2 positions there, and Tavanari's grip on the championship just feeling that little bit firmer, I'm absolutely sure. Let's have a look back at Canzelia and Morant then. They've certainly not done with their business at the moment, although if anybody thinks this battle's over, you're sorely mistaken. Here comes the Beers KC Chris joining as well. Luke Rogers looking for driver of the day. He's already up to 13th position. Absolutely Olympic levels of pace being shown by him. 35.0 at the moment, which is probably representative of the fact that he's making his way through the traffic. But that's 8 places he's made up so far. Look at Tavanari, now he's been released. He is putting in some blistering lap times. That being his quickest of the race by considerable margin. Boyle slightly off the pace of Liam Page, still all over his rear bumper. Thorburn in 8th. Canzelia Still in 6th position. Oh no, he's been overtaken. Sorry, I apologise. He has been overtaken. I'm looking at this the wrong way around. Morant has got the move done. We did miss it, unfortunately. So Morant did get a move done there. Krupek, did we see what happened with Kazelia? Did he have an off track, or did the McLaren just get the move done with the simulation driver? And now finds himself in 6th position. Thomas Morant, and now up to 5th. There's Leon in the post. Any second then we'll go back to the live action. And there we go. So Morant and Kazelia then definitely swap places. Thorburn and Busink could well see themselves trading places as well. The Honda really pressing on the back buttons of the Audi at the moment. Busink will be all too aware of what the Audi's capable of. He's done a season, and I believe, was that an endurance car at one point? I'm sure he has driven a Honda during an SOP competition. Alex Phillips as well, making his way back through the field after dropping down the order. He's on the back of Thomas Lajoli at the moment. 17th, going for 16th. Still this battle here though. That is Ransbar with Jonathan Reed. Oh, and we've got a drive-through. Christian Romano, ERS Chromerix. He's got himself a drive-through penalty for track limits violations. Let's stay on board with Matthias Kazelia. Still looking very quick there. Patrick Lipka is showing what he can really do. He's just taken the purple lap. 1 minute 33.5. Oh, Alfie Barton. Oh no, he did. That was a bit of Neko. He looked like he was full sideways there. I gave me a bit of a fright there. I genuinely thought he was full sideways and off into the shadow realm. I think I'm going to need to open the window though. It's amazing how hot and dusty it gets in a room when you've got a PC and 3 screens running. Morant still in front of Kazelia, then trying to close up onto the back of Leon Seeley. We know Leon is no slouch. He's 4th in the race. He's 3rd in the championship. Realistically, he just needs to finish ahead of Ilko and Joe Boyle. He'll hang on to that 3rd to overturn Tavanari. He would realistically need to win the race. And again, to beat Lipka to 2nd, he's going to need to get ahead of Lipka on track, because Lipka does have the 13-point gap that I did mention. But Leon still looking like 3rd place in the championship, very much his, which would be a great result, although all the pole positions, it's certainly a case of what could have been. But what is he's 4th at the moment in the race. He's got Thomas Morant, got his work seriously cut out for him. He's got Matthias Kazelia just behind him. This battle is now bringing Ilko Busink and Jack Thorburn just into it. We can see Ilko just there, and if we jump on the Ilko spoiler, there is Jack Thorburn just there, just behind Jack. That is, look at Tavanari, the other rookie monster in the top 10, keeping Ilko company. Patrick Lipka, of course, the other simulation esport driver, really has had an absolutely phenomenally consistent season. And to put this into perspective, how quick Patrick is, he might be second in the championship, but he was unfortunately unable to race in round 3. So he's actually missed a race, and he is still mathematically in with a shout of winning the championship tonight. It does look at the moment, we've got 42 minutes of racing to go. At the moment, it is Tavanari that is leading the way, and is going to hold on to that lead if the race stayed as is. But we've got a long time to go, and a lot of tarmac before we get there. And let's have a look. That's Thorburn trying to get past Ilko Busink. In fact, Kazelia still looking for a move on the ramp. Let's see how Busink defends. against the Honda. Well, I tell ya. Oh, Jack really got the early turn in there, looking for a quick exit. He's having to use every millimetre of the track to try and keep up to the Audi in front of him. Going to use the slipstream all he can, but the Audi just showing superior legs in a straight line there. Here comes the Honda VTEC in the later stages. Heavy on the brakes into the right-hander. Heavy on the brakes again, right through the hairpin. Look how close he gets under braking, but again, the Audi through the middle section of the corner just flies away. Under brakes again. Jack looking closer than he has done so far in the race as they come through the last corner. So definitely not done with this one. Petrocchini definitely not done with the battle up at the front. He took pole position. He's currently in second, and Canzelia definitely looking to get the position back from Morant in the McLaren. All of this under the watchful guise of the rear view mirror. Mr. Leon Seeley in the Porsche. He's had one of the best podium records this season, actually, is Leon. So is Luca, obviously. Luca, round 2, finished 11th and 10th. He's been on the podium every other round. Lipka with a 5th and a 6th. He's been on the podium every other round. Leon, 4th, a 6th and a 15th. But still has managed 4 trips to the podium, which is head and shoulders above most others. Joe Boyle, Linksey, he's managed 3 trips to the podium, a 1st, a 2nd and a 3rd. Other than that, of course, Thomas Morant, the only other driver outside of those that I have mentioned that has found their way onto the magical top 3 spots during the race. So it just goes to show you what Matthias Canzelia is dealing with at the moment with Thomas Morant. He has, like I say, been on the podium here at SOP, so we know he's got a pedigree to race. We've got Tropic Rot in the Mercedes, still defending from Mustafa Ransbar, and we've got Luke Rogers just ahead of them still. We seem to have lost another driver. Ransbar and Fielder, that's very close as well. Ransbar has to have a move this time, surely. No, he's not doing it. That AMG in a straight line is keeping the Ferrari well and truly in check. Ransbar definitely looks the quicker of the two, and this is playing right into the hands of Lajoli, and although Jonathan Reed potentially... Oh, that's not... There's Jonathan Reed there in the pit. So who's that? Oh, that's Alex Phillips. Oh, he's got big wiggle. That is Alex Phillips watching this whole thing. He has indeed got it done then. Ransbar finally gets that move done. That has been coming for quite a few laps. A lot of patience being shown. Let's see if there's a change up at the front. There is not. It is still Petrocchini in second. Canzelia still cruising along in sixth. Give me 2 seconds, folks. Hello once again. Sorry, just had to sort out some window and get some ventilation in the room. Was watching the battle for the lead of the race though. Patrick Lipka still leading the way. Petruccini that took pole position, still on the charge, trying to take that top spot. We've still got this battle as well. Although Cazelli does seem to be slightly being left behind by Morant and Seeley. He's going to be introducing Jack Thorburn, keeping him company very soon indeed. Phillips, Lajole, Jones, all trading places then. We've got Chris Fielder, Tropic Rock just been overtaken. Jonathan still in the pits. Sandor Basso and Christian Romano, both no longer with us unfortunately. Lajoli's come in to take his pits. Am I right in thinking that is Thomas Lajole a driver in this game? Could some of the Thomas Lajole fans confirm that for me, please? Where else have I seen his name? I'm going to check that. Chris Jones is still in 17th position. Alex Phillips in 16th, trying to get his way past Chris Fielder, who's just been overtaken, as I mentioned. With Mustafa Ransbar, quite the battle ensued there. Luke Rogers in 13th, he's made up 8 places so far. Amir Kashikarash is in 12th. Liam Page is in 11th. Joe Boyle inside the top 10. We'll look at Tavanari. Oops, what's going on there? Liam Page and Amir Kashikarash then getting into Petruccini. Oh, he really is looking for the lead here. Thomas Morant starting to get very close to Leon Seeley as well. And Kashikarash on Page. So yeah, they're all coming out to play at the moment. Definitely keeping me on my toes as to what we're going to watch. But I think it's going to have to be the battle for the lead. Oh, Cazelia, Thorburn, both coming into the pits just short of the halfway mark. Attempted undercuts, methinks. Tavanari has stayed out. Page has come in. Boyle has stayed out. Kashikarash has stayed out. Will Rogers and Ransbar follow suit. Phillips is right in the battle with Fielder. They've both stayed out as well. With Chris Jones in the Lamborghini just behind. Alex Phillips trying to get his way past Cazelli, Thorburn, Page still in the pits. Ransbar comes into the pits as well. Oh, big wiggle, and that's the BMW got it done up the inside. Look at the suspension being stretched on that car as it turns to the right. And then back over to the left, hanging up on 2 wheels. Let's see where Matthias has come back out. He's coming back out ahead of Jack. And in fact, Liam. So Liam's still back there, Jack and Matthias. Are going to find their way out of the pits. Oh, Petruccini. Again, look how close these two are. It's a bit of gratuitous bonnet cam once again. Oh, look how close they're getting. Can I just take the next half an hour off and sit back with my feet up and watch this? Would anybody mind? Anybody? Oh yeah, keep doing the commentating. Oh well, okay then. Yeah, definitely one of my favourite tracks. It does get a bit of a hard time as being someplace it's difficult to get the overtakes done. It certainly can be. Although if you're in a car with a different engine type, it can make it very, very interesting depending on what corner you go through. There's Luke Rogers comes into the pits. It's going to be great to see where he finishes. Let's say he started at the back. He's just pitted from 10th, dropped down a couple of places, but more drivers to take their pits still. Ow. Look at the Bentley on the brakes, so much better on the Mercedes, but as soon as the Mercedes puts the foot down, bye-bye. It is gone into Corvone. The Mercedes once again showing a clean pair of heels to Petruccini in the Bentley. Coming into the heavy braking zone of the right hand of the Bentley. Is going to get close under braking, but not going to be close enough to look for a move to be made through this tight, almost hairpin-like corner. Well, it is a hairpin really. With a very tricky exit, you want to get the foot down. Look at the way in a Bentley over those yellow rumble sausages, your curves. You're certainly not doing that in a Ferrari all you cheating Bentley drivers, just saying. That is us very close now to the halfway mark of the race. We've got Rogers still in the pits. He should be on his way out by now. Yes, he is. That's the Butler Pal driver who started in last place. Barn and Morant have come into the pits. So that's going to give Leon Seeley a bit of breathing space. Ilko Busink's going to make his way through. So is Luca Tavanari. Where is Boyle? He's still out on track. He does like to have a little bit extra in the petrol tank just to make sure he can get past the halfway mark if he needs to. And it certainly looks like it won't do him any harm on this occasion. They're still inseparable up at the front. They're coming up to some back markers as well, so there's going to be some blue flags going here. We've got Jolie on Luke Rogers. And this is an out-and-out battle for position. All these drivers are taking their pit, although they've got Leon Seeley right behind them, so there's going to be blue flags flashing. The Lexus goes round the outside. Makes that one very easy indeed. Onto Carvone and the Lexus. Off and running. That was two rookie monsters in the background. The Busink and Tavanari on Alfie Baron. Oh, that's a drive-through for speeding in the pit lane. He was looking tasty for a top 5. Oh, and they've both come in the pits. Look how close they are in the pit lane. Are these two on bonus for staying close to one another? Is there some kind of separation anxiety going on? See if they've got pit boxes right next to one another. Alright, okay, so you can see how keen they both were to enter the server as well. Both drivers then on the stocks. Jonathan Reed still in the pits. It does look, for all intents and purposes, like he has retired. Leon Seeley has joined the race leaders in the pits. So has Luca Tavanari. His teammate Ilko, the lead on track rookie monster for this race. Or at the moment anyway, he is now leading the way. He stayed out, so has Joe Boyle. That Bentley will definitely be able to go past the halfway mark. Alex Phillips has stayed out, and so has Chris Jones. And he's done it. He's done it. He's somehow managed to do it. Is he taking on less fuel? Has he just been better on his marks? I tell you what. Yeah, see, you wanted to see the pits. I wanted to see who exited first. I was timing that. The anticipation was killing y'all, and there is the answer. Let us see. Oh, and Alex Phillips has got a drive-through. Wow, so he's got himself a drive-through for track limits, and it is Petrocchini who is out of the pits in first place. This is where he started the race, and this is where it's going to start the second phase of the race. So Patrick Lipka has led this whole entire time, although this is a nice time to gratuitously show the bonnet of the AMG. It does look and sound amazing, but enough of my fanboying over the Mercedes engineering prowess. It's Patrick Lipka, Simulation Esports driver, with it all to do then. Petrocchini's pulled an absolute blinder in the pits. I'm thinking the petrol tank size on that Bentley might have been the deciding factor. Then 4 drivers still to come in to the pits to take their mandatory pit stop. Alex Phillips is going to have 2 trips into the pit with that drive-through for track limits hanging over his head. That is the drive-through being served now, and then he'll have to come back in. Busink and Boyle leading the way. Chris Jones up into third. Those two, of course, with their pit stops to take. Jolie has been overtaken by Rogers. He's now got Alfie Barn behind him after Alfie came in to serve his penalty. Tavanari is intent to try to close in on Leon Seeley. He's got Cazelia and Morant ahead of him now. So that has been a big change as well that I did not notice. Leon Seeley was ahead of Cazelia and Morant. So the undercut has worked absolutely amazingly. Mephistopheles mode. I know the name Mephistopheles. What am I missing? What is Mephistopheles again? Can't remember. I'm going to have to Google that one just to check. I should know what Mephistopheles is. But this precise moment in time, not completely gone. Too busy getting excited about the action. Liam Page Trying to get his way past another ERS driver. Thorburn this time. Get some popcorn and chamomile tea. It's Pieris. We need to sit down and have a chat. Now listen, it's just me and you. Okay, this is a safe space. It's fine. It's all good. But yeah, chamomile tea and salty popcorn. Now, I'm not saying I'm triggered. That's definitely not. I wouldn't go as far as that. I mean, I would definitely not say. I would say, like, okay, yeah, I'm pretty much triggered. I mean, do you at least put sugar in the chamomile tea? Don't tell me you just drink chamomile tea with no milk and sugar as I take a drink of my massive mug of milky sugary tea. But what is up with that, my man? Pierre, I thought we had a connection. I thought there was something there. I thought there was a fire, but nope. It's been drowned in salt, I'm afraid. Ooh, he's going to have a look at the inside. He's made a little bit of contact, and that is good night, Vienna. That was never going to end well. Oh, Amir Kashikdarash was save of the day. Let's just watch that from the on board there. Code Brown as he comes round the corner. There's Helmut Kahn. You can see the two drivers safely ahead of him. Coming along Carvoni at full speed. They disappear around the right-hand kink. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. They come round the right-hander. Oh, and I tell you what. Can we get a stem? Nah, no sugar in tea. Chamomile tea is a healing potion. It is a healing potion. And unfortunately, it's not a healing potion. Where's Kashi? Oh, don't tell me he's disconnected. No, he's not disconnected. The cameraman just fell over. He was that impressed with the evasive skills that Amir Kashikdarash managed to show there. But Thorburn coming himself a bit of a cropper. Chris Jones has got himself in and out of the pits. Oh, he's got Joe Boyle, who is still out on track. The only driver now to take his pit stop. Jones has come back out the pits. He is in 18th position. So it is Petruccini still leading the way with Patrick Lipka now in second position. Thomas Morant, I think, is in third, with Kadzelia in fourth, Leon Seeley in fifth, Ilko Busink in sixth, and Luca Tabanari in seventh, Amir Kashikdarash in ninth. And then I'm going to stop there because Joe Boyle needs to come back out the pits, and I think that's roughly where it's going to be. Certainly going to be in and around Luca Tabanari. The laps he's putting in at the moment are very quick. Not quite on par with Seeley in the gang, but going very, very fast indeed. Boyle for the win. Already got my sugar fix. Had hot chocolate. Ooh. You know what I discovered? I got an espresso machine with one of the steam valves for the milk. You know, if you get a hot chocolate powder and put it in cold milk and then use that steam valve to steam it, I mean, there's a lot of cleaning afterwards, but wow. It's incredible. It's no wonder Italian kids sleep so well. Plug Gamer? Oh, the hot chocolate pods. Oh, they're so good. Cadbury's ones. You can actually add an espresso and milk to that and it makes a mocha latte. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, Plug Gamer. Apologies if I'm brutalising that. We've got Joe Boyle in the pits. Chris Jones has got a track limit penalty. We've only got 18 drivers on track. You all need to stop quitting and show some staying power. Chris Jones, he's got that drive-through penalty. Joe Boyle has come into the pits to take his pit stop. Petruccini and Lipka. They are... Oh yeah, they're past the pit exit. So is Morant, Seeley, Kadzelia, Busink and Tabanari. All coming through. Boyle on the exit now, so it was right. He is going to pop in someplace around about the Amir Kashikdarash mark. That is what I said. I did think around about 9th, 10th position. And he is foot down now. Oh, tell you what. He is ahead of Kashikdarash, just. So there we go. That is, I did think he would come back roughly in that sort of area. So that's 8th position there. Everyone struggles with my name. I don't feel quite so bad now. Plo Gamer. Can we go Plo Gamer or is it Plog? I'm really confused. Or curious more than anything. But as long as you're not offended, then yeah, that's the same. Pieras. I don't struggle with your name. I'd imagine how some people do, but Pieras, I get that one right. I'm not bad with that one. I'm not too bad with that one, I hope. Petruccini. He's not just taking the lead of the race, he's taken the fastest lap by just over a tenth of a second. 1 minute 33.412. He's just clocked. I don't know how to pronounce it myself. It's just an old Minecraft username. Oh, that is absolutely amazing. Bear with me 1 second. I just need to very quickly do something. Bum, ba-dum, bum. There we go. It's just, yeah, what to gift to yourself for that one. Maybe we should have gifted one on my channel as well, actually. But yeah, that is PRS. I love that. The fact that you don't even know how to pronounce the name yourself. Tell people to call me Paris. You know what you should do? You should just find the pronunciation that you like. Just when you go around different people's channels. And just, yeah, see many different pronunciations you can get. Oh, did that happen there? No, it never. I thought Joe Boyle was just about to be overtaken, but Kashik, no, that stretches back out again. But yeah, love, that's amazing. Damn, your laugh is scary. I'm blushing with all the compliments tonight. Thank you. I think. Scary laugh. I like that. I think I like that, actually. Yeah, I could be the next James Bond villain. But no, don't know how to pronounce the... Do you not pronounce the U in German? I don't. Plu Gamer. Oh, so is it Plu Gamer? I'm going to Google that again. But I'm too busy. I should be commentating on the race because there is actually... still phenomenal racing going on. Alfie Barn, having served himself a pit stop, now finds himself trying to get past Luke Rogers, who's made up an impressive 10 places so far. Oh, look how close Alfie's getting. Alfie has, of course, I'd call it quite charming. Thank you very much. Alfie Barn, battling with Luke Rogers. Barn, we know, has got pace, so has Rogers. Both of them down here, one of them with a pre-race penalty. Oh, look how close he gets there. And that McLaren, millimetres separating these two, quite literally. Absolutely nothing at all. Round to the right-hand side. Looks for the wider line. Alexis pops across. He's got a problem in the slipstream though, with Jolie. Is lurking as well. He's going to be in that slipstream. Let's go and have a look. Drive through for track limits. Ilko Busek has just given up 4th place in the chat. Oh, and he's gone up the inside. Let's see if we can get a proper look at that while I'm not looking at championship points. Going for the cutback, the Lexus, not to be though. What a move by Alfie Barn. But that there, Ilko Busek, that drive-through penalty, that is going to put 4th place in the championship for him under real threat. Liam Page is still a fair bit down the order. Rimmel 28, thank you for the follow. Welcome to SOP. I've not been a very good host, by the way. If you are just new here and you want to get involved in the racing, we've got some new series just started up. If you jump on the SimGrid website, and look for SOP. Give us a quick follow on there, and you'll see all the events we've got coming up. And the bots are offline again. Right, who broke the bots? Yeah, give me 2 seconds. I'll lift the link. Oh, you're Dutch. Excellent. We like the smoke and the pancake. We like the Dutch. We know the Mr. Best Tom. He's very good. What is this we've got going on? Let me see if I can find the SOP. Yeah, I don't know why the bots aren't working again, but what I'll do is I'll quickly copy this link. We'll chuck that in there. If you do want to get involved, pow! There we go. There is the link you need. That will get you to our Discord, which will open up an entire world of sim racing on PlayStation 4 and 5, and of course PC. Now that you'd guessed right, well, the 18 drivers left on track. It is more of a console-sized field at the moment, but Thomas Lajoli still applying pressure. No, he's not. He's out of position. Sorry, that is. Oh no, that is. Oh, what was that? I think a bit more than just netcode there. Oh, I've lost connection. Right, okay. Yeah, 789 Sandor. Oh no, Amir Kashitarash, of course, sorry, yes. In the Ferrari. We've had a couple of people lose connection. It looks like we might have somebody losing their mind. This server, Alien. Pro to Alien level. Wow, the Butler Pal car really is having some issues there. He's just got himself a drive-through penalty. This could be his last involvement. There, excellent guess. Excellent guess. Yes, a crazy one. Petricini absolutely doing what Luca Tavanari needed them to do. And he is leading the way in the Bentley. Patrick Lipka, after a great first stint, this is coming out the pits. Petricini took back first place, 1.7 seconds is now the gap. Alfie Barn just slightly further down the field. Got his teammate. Oh, in fact, he's ahead of his teammate. That's about to be confirmed when I come through the timing delta. Yeah, Alfie is ahead of Jack then. Unless he's just unlocked himself. No, there we go. Well, mate, if you're low silver, we do have another split. This is only the pro split. We've got a silver split as well. That's running right now. Because I know the qualifying time. That one Dodge was great during the crash. It was King Phoenix, Amir Kashitarash. You should go back and watch the stream. We jumped on board for a replay from the Dodge. That was incredible stuff, mate. Incredible stuff in the Ferrari. I've been there myself at public lobbies in Monza. It's not easy to do that in the car, so you have my utmost respect for that. That was definitely a move of the evening. Ilko Busink is trying to get his way still past Thorburn. He's got his teammate Barn just ahead of him. Busink now knows that he is going to be losing places in the championship. He was only 2 points ahead of Ilko Busink and 16 points ahead of Liam Page. Well, Page is still behind him, but Boyle is several places up the road. Now finds himself running in 7th. Petricini has absolutely come to life in this second stint. Set the fastest lap of the race by a 10th. He's got himself a 1.8 second gap over Patrick Lipka. But it will be another trip to the podium for Lipka. 5 trips to the podium out of the 7 races that he's taken part in. It's his pretty decent return. It's not going to be quite enough to sew up the championship with Tavanari currently running in 6th place, but definitely an absolutely Olympic effort. Thomas Lajole still fending. He's got Liam Page just behind him. Okay, play it while you listen. Yep, keep your options open. We will always be here. Always racing going on. We've got loads just been announced. In fact, I'm not even in Discord. Simon's probably trying to jump in. There'll be loads. Oh, up the inside, Liam Page side by side through the tight double right. Is he going to get the exit on the left that he needs? It looks like he is, you know. And he's got that move done. Very nicely done. Oh, Chris Jones. Is that a second drive-through? I think that is. That is extremely unfortunate for Chris. Another trip back into the pits. Let's see, Petricini still leading the way. 1.6 is the gap. Morant sitting in 3rd at the moment. Leon Seeley back. He lost those 2 places through the pit stop. Through the pit stop phase. He's got one of them back from Kinzelia. He's now chasing down Thomas Morant. I think, he is pretty safe now in 3rd place overall in the championship, with Yoko Busink dropping down the order and Joe Boyle finishing there in 7th. Looks like Joe could be taken 4th overall, with Yoko getting that unfortunate penalty. Leon Seeley, though, he's definitely still trying to get himself up to the podium again. Another driver, like I say, he's had a phenomenal season. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trips to the podium so far out of the 7 races he's taken part in. This would be quite the achievement to get 6 from 8 if he can get past Morant. But Morant, one of the drivers outside the top 3 that's actually made their way onto the podium, so he's definitely got form for it. Drive through clear for Chris Jones. And I'm also looking at Ranjbar. Again, in another battle. It was Tropic Rot in the first phase. It is now Jack Thorburn, the Honda driving ERS member. And there's Liam Page in the background. Thomas Lajole watching this one as well. What happened to Ranjbar drop? The pit stops. Because Leon Seeley lost 2 places in the pit stops as well. So through the pit stop phases, there was a couple of drivers that have definitely lost out. The undercut certainly seemed to work for some. Oh, Lajole running wide in the background, manages to gather it and get it back on track just. We see Thorburn, Ranjbar and Page. In fact, you can't see Ranjbar at the moment. There he is there, hiding behind the Honda. Great camera shot there. The 3 of them coming through turn 1, wrapping round to turn number 2, foot down, kink to the right for turn number 3. Look how close that Ferrari's getting. He's got the legs, he's got the look up the inside, he's got it side by side, he's going round the apex. Oh, he's got the way in. Has he got the way out? Has he got the left-hander? That's important one, cameraman. Oh, beautiful stuff. And I tell you what, Liam Page is going to stick his nose in there as well. Jack Thorburn could find himself on the losing end of 2 positions here. Nope, he's going to push Jack back over to the side. Liam now right at the outside. Jack has a look up the inside, almost 3-way through the corner there. The BMW is going to get a good run on the exit, but it is going to be Thorburn that stops the rot. It's only one place that he's lost. Liam Page is still looking for that position. Thomas Lajoli, well, he'll take all 3 positions if these 3 don't keep themselves nice, neat and tidy. Leon Seeley, well, less than 7 minutes to go. He's got himself within a second of Morant in the McLaren. This is the final podium spot that we're seeing this battle for Petrocchini. The ball firmly in his court with 6 minutes left to go. Lipka in second. Morant currently in third, fending off the attentions of Leon Seeley. Matthias Kadzelia making his way up to 5th. Great race from him this evening. Luca Tavanari again made up several places, and so did Joe Boyle, currently running in 7th. Alfie Barn in 8th. Ilko Busek in 9th. Both of those drivers falling foul of the penalty system and finding extra trips into the pit, ruining their last race parade. Oh, that's Liam Page having a look at the inside of Jack Thorburn. Not to be on this one though. Thomas Lajoli, he's got a great view of this one. Let's just jump on the helmet cam in that Aston Martin. Oh, look at the run he's got out of the corner. They've slowed themselves up. He's got no room. They've moved over for the slipstream. That's your one defensive moves, chaps and chapettes. Although not really many places for him to go. Thomas could get a real good cutback here. We can make this one stick. Gets the run on the exit, but not to be. The BMW straight back into that position. Ooh, and I think you had a wiggle on the brakes here, backed out. And a long Carvoni that could play right into the hands of Mr. Lajoli. It's going to be slipstream for 2 of the cars along here. The BMW signals his intent around the outside line. He is side by side, and he's got himself in front before the braking zone. Thomas Lajoli getting involved as well. Lajoli heavily onto the brakes there. Really pulled that car up nicely. Got right into the slipstream of the Honda. Liam Page showing a clean pair of heels to the 2 drivers behind. The Honda put up a cracking battle, but just not to be at the moment. And it is, oh, Leon Seeley, Thomas Morant, that one looks very close as well. Oh, Leon, sorry. Coming along into, that is Carvoni. And I tell you, he has closed that gap absolutely magnificently over the last 3 laps. And it's going to take a monumental amount of defending for Mr. Seeley to find his way past, you would think. Wow, that is loud. And the engines really are letting go here. Oh, over those curves beautifully. They're just going to be able to finish this lap past the pit entrance. There's the final corner curbs on exit. Leon using slightly more of the track than Morant there. But it is Thomas who is still leading the way. Thorburn, Lajoli and Page still having themselves a little battle here. Page unable to break away from this group at the moment. Mustafa Ransbar up into 10th. Oh, it was after the pit stop he dropped down to 11th. Oh, maybe he did have a problem there. He's back up to 10th anyway. I thought it was during the pit stop phases that he'd lost that position. I didn't realise it was something that happened afterwards. But whatever it is, he's back up. He's got himself up to 10th now. So he is moving back up the field. Let's do that. Oh, Leon. Yep, he's having a look. Side by side on the Carvoni this time. The McLaren leaves enough room. Oh, he pulls right back in front. Leon is bumper to bumper. That is going to be some serious slipstream. Is he going to go for a look? Oh, the McLaren nearly letting go of the back tyres there. The Porsche with a great line for a cutback if the McLaren doesn't keep it in the centre line, which he does beautifully. No sign of brakes being used. Through the penultimate corner, into the last corner to come once again, riding the curves on the way in, on the way out. Leon in that Porsche really throwing that thing over the side. Still 2 tenths separating these two. And at the moment, it is actually Leon 33.7 compared to Morant's 34.1. The fastest lap for both of the drivers, and it is Leon that currently holds that fastest lap, but it is Morant that is holding track position. Petruccini still 1.7 seconds to the good. Lipka's laps just slowly slowing up here. 1 minute 20 seconds left to go, so not long left at all. And Lipka now 1.9. So yeah, Petruccini. That's been a masterful race. They took pole position, lost the lead halfway through the first lap, but after the pit stops, really put the foot down. He's got himself a well-deserved race lead. So fantastic stuff there. Jolie still trying to get moves done.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
As the leader starts the final lap, can Leon get that move done? He's got 1 lap left to do it. If he's going to make it happen, it's going to have to be a cracker. They've got plenty of time back to Canzelia. Petruccini, at the moment, given the size of the gap in the first half of the race, he's got plenty of space, I would say, between himself and Lipka. Can't afford any mistakes, but certainly, as I say, the biggest gap we've seen between these two cars. Leon really is pressing now in that Porsche. He wants this podium to round out the season. The McLaren, definitely not there to oblige, that is for sure. They will defend that wholeheartedly, I'm sure. Coming along Corvone then, Matteo Petruccini, phenomenal drive once again. Really putting the rest of his competitors to the sword. Now, only just recently joined this division as well, so again, just goes to show the level of talent coming through the field. Then Thomas Lajoli still trying to get his way past Auburn. Still got 5 seconds left in the race. I feel like something unexpected will happen. Oh yeah, this is an SOP race. You can expect overtakes right down to the last second. And there we go. We did see him. Petruccini takes the checkered flag, but almost missed it. Patrick Lipka. Phenomenal race between these two. Both of them can definitely hold their head high. Another two drivers that can hold their head high, Morant and Seeley. Morant got the undercut, made the pit stops work in his favour, and he's gotten himself onto the podium and denied a very, very, very quick Leon Seeley another trip, but it is a 4th for Leon in the Porsche. And huge congratulations as well to Matthias Canzelia. Gets himself a 5th, I believe. One of his best finishes this season. So it's good to see him back up around. In fact, it was matched. Sorry, that equals his previous best finish. So well done again. Luca Tavanari finishes in 6th position. And that is enough to confirm the title heading his way. Joe Boyle will take 4th in the championship. Alfie Barn, after taking 7th in the race, Alfie Barn with the 8th. Ilko Busink in 9th. Mustafa Ransbar taking home 10th place with Liam Page in 11th. Lajoli and Thorburn have just traded places right at the end there, and Lajoli got the move done. Nicely done. Thorburn in 13th then. Fielder 14th. Jones in 15th. Luke Rogers carried a drive-through. Kashikhtarash in 17th. Phillips. They're all out the race. But Matteo Petruccini absolutely, definitely isn't. And that is how you win a race. And that is exactly what he's done. There we go. So yeah, pole position in qualifying. And then gets himself the race win. Not too shabby at all. But that man that's side by side with him at the moment, just whizzing left and right. That is Luca Tavanari, and that is the driver that has taken the championship. So massive, massive, massive congratulations to him as well. Let's bring up the old highlights. But yeah, great driving from everyone involved, that is for sure. Let's let them all get out of there, and let's get that done and put away. Excellent. So yes, there we go. We'll pop the highlights on. Good race, very good. No drifting, but still good. I know. I was expecting some sideways action at the end there, but not to be. Not to be. The credits are working either. Excellent. Ah, Streamlabs, you're such a worthwhile program. But enough of that. That was the last race of the season. That was the Spring Sprint Series. It's all done and dusted. Here at SOP Shores, so don't worry. More action coming thick and fast. Of course, we've got Suzuka, the final round of the endurance. The next season, the Summer Sprint Series. Let me just have a look. I don't think that's out yet. Oh no, wait a minute. We've got the European Sprint Championship, and that will be starting on May the 11th. So not long to wait. May the 11th. Busey, yeah, mate. That was not. That's not what we would. Yeah, that's not what we've come to expect from. Yeah, that looked like a painful one, bud. A painful one. So yeah, so it's a few weeks for the European Sprint Championship. We've also got the mini endurance, another endurance series coming up as well. We've got 3 pages of events. Excellent. Yeah, Intercontinental GT Team Mini Enduro Championship will be coming up as well. That starts. Live Steward and comment rate. Yep, I will be there for that one. That starts May the 22nd. But like I say, before that, we've still got the end of the Actual Endurance Series as well. So, was the front to watch release? Yes, it was. It was indeed. It was just bad. Couldn't get the car to work. And with that, a problem between wheel and car. Picnic problem exists in sure, not in car. I have that problem myself. The old picnic problem. TFCN5, thank you very much for the follow. Joining the massive gang of people that we've had following this evening. Like I say, the credits, I'm flapping there, but they're still not working. So we'll do this the old school way before we go and find someone to raid. Who did we have today? We had Brian Bond, we had Ben Nergard, we had RSGT Clem. Look at Tavanari with a subscription. Everyone previously mentioned follow. We had Camler then follow. Blue Gamer gave us a follow as well. Double O Raven gifted a sub to Piras for the best story behind the name ever. I've got a name, I don't know how to pronounce it. It was just an old username from Minecraft. Love it. We've got Rimmel followed as well. TFCN gave us a follow a few seconds ago, and for that, we say thank you very much. Here is the Discord link once again. If you want to get involved in the racing, or if you just want to find out when we're next on air, you'll get notifications for everything. Massive congratulations to Matteo Petricini. He won the final round of the Spring Sprint Series, 60 minutes at Misano. But again, it is Luca Tavanari that finds himself at the top spot of an SOP championship. So massive, massive, massive congratulations once again to him. Thank you to all the drivers that saw out to the end of the competition. We will be back again with the new Sprint Series May the 11th. So get yourself onto SimGrid and get yourself signed up. Thank you to everyone that's kept me company in the chat this evening. It's been an absolute pleasure, as always, keeping you guys entertained and you guys keeping me entertained, let's face it. And yeah, massive thank you to Simon and the gang at SOP. who keep putting on these events. And thank you to the level of drivers that keep coming out and racing. It is just getting better and better and better. And we absolutely love to see it. Let's see who we've got. Let's go and have a look at the driver that has just finished third in the championship. It is Mr. Leon Seeley. We're going to quickly jump over. Jump on, say hello, give him a follow. Like you say, he's taken more pole positions in qualifying than any other driver this season, and he's finished third overall. Tokota 37, Tokota 37, thank you very much for the follow as well. Everybody jumping on board, love to see it. As I say, the Discord link's here, jump on board to the Discord. You can even jump on to YouTube and see all the races that we've already done, endurances, all that marvellous stuff. You can jump on there and see all the back catalogue of phenomenal races that we've done here at SOP. That is enough waffling for me. Time for me to go and lie down in a darkened room with a chamomile tea and some sugary popcorn. Sweet popcorn. Just saying. Well, love you all. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we will hopefully see you again very soon on SOP Shores. Petruccini, phenomenal race, mate. Phenomenal race. Congratulations, bud. Congratulations. Right at the end there, the winner pops in. Love to see it. And there is some racing on Axe as well. So, yeah, we're going to jump on board with Mr. Leon Seeley. So, give this guy a follow. He's finished third in the championship, more pole positions than anybody else this season. And he's an all-round nice guy. Until next we meet, stay safe, take it easy, and have a good rest of your night, folks. Good night.